there all, and welcome back to Richard's Toy Room. I haven't done a Mego video in a while. I don't know how clear this is coming out behind me, but I haven't even uploaded this video that I'm talking about yet, but I did a sort of an update to the Toy Room video. I've got 4 cases now. I have to order some more because I don't have nearly enough. I mean, I ran out of room real fast. Now, don't get me wrong, some of you might think I hate Mego. I don't. Mego's a big part of my childhood. I've always loved Mego. Now, I mean, the new Mego isn't exactly the same company as the old Mego. I mean, yeah, they got Marty, but they got other people there stirring the pot, and they're not exactly the sharpest tools in the shed. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. As many of you know, the first wave Megos is still rotting on Target shelves for almost a year now. So I heard that they're starting to finally put them on clearance. So I went over to one of the stores that's closest to me, and they had, same figures they'd had for a year, like I said. But they were still, I took a bunch of them over to the scanner, and they were still scanning regular price. So I didn't feel like dealing with any of that there, so I figured maybe it's, again, my locality is not putting them on clearance or something. I don't know. So I went in my car, I was going to go home, and I called one of the other 2 stores that is within a few miles of where I live, and I got the toy department girl, lady, whatever, and she went to the aisle and she checked, and she said, oh yes, she says, we do have Megos on clearance, but the only ones that I'm getting to show clearance right now are Muhammad Ali and Action Jackson. So I said, well, do you have any? She goes, oh yeah, there's a bunch of them on the shelf. I said, and how much are they ringing up? She says, I think she said $648 or 6 something. So they're like, perfect, I will make a trip down there. So 15 minutes later, I'm there. I go to the aisle, and they even had ones that weren't there the last time I looked. I mean, they had Bewitched 2-packs, they had some other figures from, they had the Andre the Giant. What an ugly figure that is, oh God. Anyway, so I filled my cart, or I had actually a basket. I filled it with a bunch of them. I walked a couple hours over to the self-scanning thing, and every one of them was ringing up the regular price again. I said, I literally just talked to the girl that worked here 15 minutes ago. So I went up to the customer service desk, and I explained to her, and she scanned them. She said, yeah, they're not on clearance. They're ringing regular price. I said, well, what's the deal here? So it turns out, of course, that girl must have went to lunch right after she talked to me. And some other guy comes up, and he's like beeping and playing with them, and he goes, oh wait, yeah, this one does show that it's on clearance. It just hasn't been changed in the system yet for some reason. Now, I don't know how they can tell that, but anyway, so I said, well, are they all on clearance? He says, yeah, I think they are. So we went back over to the aisle, and I said, do you have any more in the back? I said, because I'll buy a bunch of them if they're all on clearance for the same price. So he goes, I'll have to check, and he starts beeping them. He's going, well, this one's not on clearance, this one's not on clearance. I'm like, well, I thought you said they were all on clearance. He goes, well, the only ones that are showing are the 2-packs and Muhammad Ali and Action Jackson. So I was like, well, okay, well, I'll take some Muhammad Ali's and some Action Jacksons because they're real cheap. I said, how much are the 2-packs? Well, originally when the 2-packs came out, they were $29 something, $29.99. Then they marked them down to $24.99. That became the regular price, and they went on sale a few times over the year. But unfortunately, the only ones you could almost ever find in the store were Wave 1. So he said, and then they marked them back up to $34.99, which I couldn't figure that out. If they weren't selling at $24, why would they mark them up to $34? Anyway, that's above and beyond. But so I said, well, what are they marked down to? He said $24.98 or something. I was like, well, that's regular price. I said, I don't want those. I mean, if they were like, $12 or $14, that's different. That's what they should be. So I'll wait till they go on clearance, and if they're still there, and I get there at the right time, I'll pick them up when they're, I mean, not on clearance, but on better clearance. Maybe 75% off or something like that. Anyway, so I ended up passing on everything except the, I think I got here. Oh, and he had to put stickers on them for some reason. Clearance stickers. I said, well, could you at least put them on so I could just peel them off instead of like having to make me deal with it? So they come right off. But anyway, so I picked up, they're all stuck in the bag now because of the stickers. So I picked up 2 extra Action Jacksons, and they had 4 Muhammad Ali's, so I bought all 4 of them. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I guess we're going to be doing a opening on this one. The bubble literally just popped off in my hand as I was taking it out of the bag. So we'll do an unboxing video on that one. And also on this one, I picked up another Fonzie to open, and they did not ring up on clearance, but as you can see, the bubble was starting to separate on it, so I asked them if they'd mark it down. And of course, they gave me the song and dance. Well, first it has to go into the system, and then it'll have to go back on the shelf, and all this rigmarole. I was like, really? Like, why do you gotta play all these stupid games? So he goes, just meet me over there at the register, and I'll mark it down for you. So he marked it down to half price, so I got a Fonzie for $6.48 too. So we'll do an open unboxing on those 2 figures. Separate video. So anyway, so that's what I ended up with, and he also told me that they're discontinuing the 14-inch figures, but they have not been approved for any clearance price yet. So, not that there was ever that many on the shelf to begin with. There's still the same ones from a year ago. But other stores did get some other figures. So, but I don't know how much I really want to drive around town, especially since, you know, like I said, they're not even marked right. And oh, on top of that, the other issue, the Fonzie, when he scanned it at the register, it rang up Star Wars. So they've already messed something up in the system. So I'm thinking that probably most of these other Megos are probably ringing up Star Wars for some reason, and that's why they're not showing clearance. I'm just guessing on that. I don't know for sure. But anyhow, that could or could not be the story on those. But anyway, so you know, if I get a chance, I'm going to pick up some more of these when they get on cheaper clearance, or if I can find some of the other figures, or if they actually put all the rest of the figures on clearance. I don't know why they wouldn't, because they're not selling, and I'm surprised they haven't gone on clearance yet, or up to now. So anyway, that's I think that's pretty much the end of this quickie video, and I can't think of anything else to say at the moment. Just stay tuned for videos on the toy room, and we'll do the unboxing videos on this. And I do have a video planned for, because I haven't put any of my new Megos on display yet. So I was going to kind of have them all out on the table. This is not my work table or anything, or actually it is my work table. I mean, this is not part of my toy room. This is just a temporary folding table that I have set up in here as I'm opening up all my tubs and boxes and trying to sort things, what I want to sell, what I want to put on display, what I'm going to hold off on until I get more cases, stuff like that. So this is my in progress bench, I guess would be a good moniker for it. So anyhow, that's the end of this video, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.